YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Rob from QSC. I got a different video. I know I promised something in the last video about wheels, and guess what? Here is the video. So I got van things, I got a little bit of the hybrids, I got the clays, I got some bones right here, and I got some sonars right here. So you're probably wondering, like, man, why this guy got all these wheels for? What's the point of these wheels? And FYI, those are not mine. Those are Latanya. She's doing some work right now. She's doing something for QSC and her brand. You go check her out. 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 Please do. Anyway, she's doing signs over there. Please don't watch that. Anyway, um, real quick. So why do we need to know about wheels? So one thing you want to know about is the key word is write this down. If you learn something about hardness. So I'm gonna write this down. All right. So hopefully y'all can see this. My handwriting is terrible. Guess what? I'm gonna tell y'all what this about. So we got hardness, right? It's hardness of wheels. So what do you mean by hardness of wheels, right? So let me give you an example of this, right? So I have the Vanna thing right here, which is your original roller skate rental wheel from back in the day. Let's say you go to Rich City Skate. Let's say back in, I can't give you an exact time, like in the 80s, whatever. I can't say Rich City Skate, made a rink, whatnot. So these had the original Vanna thing, which is actually discontinued. So the new roller skate wheels are polyurethane, I believe, but these are a Vanna thing. Because of that, these been discontinued because asbestos, which is not good for your lungs, cause cancer. Why do I still have this? I'm a skater. You can judge me. It is what it is. I'm gonna still rock with these. These are going on my new skates in a few months. You check it out. Unboxing coming soon. Anyway, um, this hardness particularly is a little different because since it's a rental, it's not a really specific hardness. But before I go into specifics, so we have a chart. I'm gonna put it somewhere around here. So it goes from, I'm looking at it from 78A, right, to, we go all the way to 103. So what does that mean? 103A. So 103A is the hardest you can get. So that's the maximum. That's the big boy, right? And because of that, you are at your maximum hardness, and usually those are the fastest wheels. So that means you can go the fastest, do your thing super fast. I have this on my bones. Uh, let's see, the elites. It's a competition. Yeah. So these are 103s, about $100. If you're a real good skater, fast, one night, you like that stuff, highly recommend this. I use it right now. That's why I have all four of them in right now. Real good. That'd be a 103. And what I mean by the hardness is, going back to that, means the wheel's hard, right? So that means when you slide, or not slide, but when you roll on the floor, when it hits the floor, you hear the hardness, right? Now, the softest wheel I have is this hybrid. I necessarily don't have a regular wheel. I have a softer. The softest wheel I have is this hybrid. So what do you mean by hybrid? Pretty much is in between the soft wheel, which the softest wheel is the one where it's going to be around 78, in between this 103. Big range, right? But what is it particularly? So these are probably within like the, I would say the 88 range to, kind of label this, the H for highs, hybrids. So I want to say, I'm looking at this chart right now, 88A to 92. So real good for, kind of wrote that a little wrong. Y'all can see that. 92A. So these are good for both indoor and outdoor. So let's say if I want to take my skates to outdoors or not, and but that same day I also want to go to rink. That's where these come in. Highly recommend these. These are probably the best ones I ever had. For the guys, they're not masculine, whatnot, but I guarantee you, um, a lot of guys who does, a lot of your fanciest tricks has these. Josh Bad Smoke, he has these on his wheels right now. If he's watching this, he will definitely clarify that. I had these wheels, these are mine. He has his own, but guess what? We both have our own, and we will definitely recommend these to you. I worn these at the rink and outdoors. Love it. Some surfaces you can't do because it gets so bad. but it gets the job done for the most part, right? Because it's not 77, 78A. It's like 88. So this is like the lowest. Okay. Now, clay wheels. Clay wheels is going to be, I want to say, this one particular is 101A. So you're still on a higher end, but not fully at the 103, but you're still up there. You're pretty much there, right? Um, Now, what do you mean by clay wheels? Clay wheels are a different type of wheel. Clay and woods are wheels that pretty much, if I had a flat surface, right? The flat surface, I'm going to say is to find something. So let's say I have this case right here. It's not the best example, but this is last minute, okay? So let's say if I'm a skater, I want to go from one end to the other just by sliding. You want these wheels right here. When you slide, it's smooth going from one end to the other because it's clay. The material lets you slide like that. This black part right here on these Fomac Harmonies is the grip. Typically, most Fomacs or clay wheels or wood wheels is one color. That means that you all slide, no grip whatsoever. This one came with it because I know personally me, I ain't ready for that. I'll tell you up front. Um, but that's how that is for that skate, right? So I talked about that, and let's go about something in the middle towards. So we have this one, which is Latoya Skates, is something I used to have a different color, which is the Rydell, I think Sonar, I think it was Riva, I believe. And this is a 57 millimeter and 95A, is it? Yep, 95A. So this is something perfect for, let's say, a typical skater who wants to just get in, handle business, get out, nothing too crazy. Perfect right here. You don't have to be a beginner to have these. Um, these are like my third wheel I had. I don't have no more. Just a different story, but really good. You can do a lot of middle work with it, but don't expect to go too fast with them. Don't expect to go too slow. It's right in the sweet spot, right? And this is the 95A. So you have somewhere in the 95A, which is a radar sonar or sonar, whatever it is, Rydell's. You know it. Sorry about that. We had a little, announcement. We got to get out of here soon, so I'm gonna wrap it up real soon. Um, 95A is a good startup for a lot of people. Personally, me, if I want some cheap wheels just to get something done real quick, I got nothing else. I got some trash wheels. Get these, I believe, for $40. It's a steal. I'm telling you, I used to wear these all the time before, you know, I didn't have no more. But really high recommended if you're just trying to get from point A to point B. Um, Brief little thing for those. Like I said, these are just brief little descriptions. Van Thing's a whole different story. I go a long time about that. Clay's a whole different story. These ones right here, I'm gonna say these are the Crush ones. These are the size. Size two does also can help you with your speed too. These are the 45 or no 48 millimeters. So these are the smallest wheels I have personally, but they get the job done too as a hybrid. But yeah, so long story short, to summarize it, so you have 78A, your lowest, 103A. You have a lot of range. It don't sound like much in theory, but when you keep on going up little by little, you can feel it too. Right now, like so, I'm on 103A, but if I want to go personally outdoors, I might want to go to maybe a 78A. I don't do that because I don't have any, but my go-to is these right here. These are about somewhere in the 80s. Oh, right there, 88A. So perfect hybrid. And guess what? I have it written right there. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, perfect right there. Hybrid, a perfect sweet spot is an 88A. And when you see that A, that means you're talking about the hardness of wheels. So long story short, 78A, soft, 103, hard. Hardness of wheels, we want to see how hard, how soft it is, on what surface you're going to be on. It's very key if you want to know the basics of if I'm gonna be an outdoor skater, indoor skater, somewhere in between. I'm gonna do both recreational, competition, stuff like that. So these are basic stuff that you need to know as a skater if you want to take it to the next level. So that's how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do today as far as the content, as far as harness and wheels. I'll wrap it up. We gotta get out of here. It's your boy Robin QSC. Stay tuned. I got more content coming your way. Peace.